internet. It is the one and the only, the triple, the G.O.D. And of course, welcome back to your favorite YouTube show. That show we lovingly call around here Diary of a Game Over. And you know, with that game coming out on Tuesday, I figured that something I probably should have done almost 6 years ago is probably a thing I should do now, because today we're taking a look at Super Street Fighter 4. And I actually mean Super Street Fighter 4. Not an update to Super Street Fighter 4, not Arcade Edition, not A 2012, not Ultra, but vanilla Super Street Fighter 4. Which is strange when you really fucking think about it. Because the last thing I did Street Fighter 4 related for a long time was a video called Rex Swagtastic Voyage, where I did an unboxing of the Dojo edition. And I just finished watching that video before I hit record on this, because I wanted to sit up and listen to myself for 11 minutes. And God, that seemed like a fever dream from ever ago. 11-minute videos and shit. When you were given 10 minutes and plus that little 59 seconds before, it was too much for YouTube to bear. And then, you know, and then I got my stuff, and then I know the rest of the damn story, but look. Super Street Fighter 4 was the last entry in Street Fighter 4 I actually played with any fervor. Like, I technically played Arcade Edition because the game forced an update on you, but I never played with the twins, I never played with Evil Ryu, and I never played as Oni. I've never experienced any of that. I've only played a little bit of Ultra, and I did that during E3 when Ultra Street Fighter 4 came out, because I was able to get the hookup on the thing and was able to experiment with the new Ultra characters and do all of that. But I haven't played as much Super Street Fighter 4. And oh, my favorite part of this whole intro. Turn the motherfucking beat back. Oh my God, that is my jam. Cody a fucking monster, dude. I'm like, one of the things I was hyped for when this game was finna drop was Cody and this Korean lesbian girl that I think I have a crush on. Part of that is the Korean lesbian thing. What else is it? I don't know. I don't know. I know for a fact it's some dudes on the internet that got a foot fetish, you know, based off this character. Part of it I know is Jessica Strauss's amazing voice actress, because she makes Jury sound like a fucking psycho who's really into some real shit that I am real into. You know what I'm saying? I'm just letting y'all know. So shout out to Miss Jessica Strauss, man, doing a thing. I'm just like, this was just such the hypest shit, because I'm like, for real, I don't remember getting hype for Street Fighter anymore ever again, because I really can't technically count Cross Tekken, because the only reason I got hype for that because Poison was in it. However, though, Super Street Fighter 4, bitch. Yeah, Super Street Fighter 4, we in it now. We are reviewing this video game. This is a thing that is happening right now on the motherfucking internet. Triple the G.O.D. reviews 5-year-old game because, you know, he's feeling nostalgic about a game he can't play because he don't own a system that he can play it on, and the computer he got is so motherfucking old it might as well be dust. Bessie, please forgive Daddy. I'm so sorry. To be honest, I don't have a lot to say about this game, because everything about this game begins and ends with Cody and Jury. Because it was at this point, it's like when I was actually still trying to take the game seriously, was I stopped playing Ken altogether for the most part. I stopped playing Ken and I was playing Cody for a minute, and then it's like I dropped Cody and would just play Jury online, and then it's like, and then online got to the point where it got stale and boring, and I fell out of it, and then life things happened, and it's just like I didn't want to do it, and then, you know, Marvel 3 was just the straw that broke the guy's back, and I was just like, fuck it, I am done. But you see, I have whole video game series about me doing the thing I don't want to do, because it's the business of me reviewing things and trying to get the information that I seek, because I can't trust other people to give it to me. That is a thing that is happening right now. But here are the things that I do remember about Super Street Fighter 4. We got bonus games back. We got bonus games are back. Bonus games are back, and I figured since we ain't doing shit right now, we ain't doing not a motherfucking thing, nigga. I figured I could at least show y'all what it looked like. And I told you it's vanilla. You don't see them other characters. It's like what do the damn character select of Ultra Street Fighter 4 even look like? I don't even fucking know. But damn, I love this character select thing. The arcade remix for the arcade version remix, not like the arcade edition, but the Title X version of this shit, because I got like the complete soundtrack for Ultra Street Fighter 4. That shit is sick. So, got some colors. Oh yeah! Oh, because I ain't played this shit in forever. That's the next color right there, Honeybee Cody. That's the Honeybee Cody J. Yes! Yes, sir. That's that Honeybee Cody shit. I don't know if I should have did the super. I don't know if I should have did this, but man, I miss Honeybee Cody, dog. That is my shit. My next color, that's my shit, dog. I swear to you. I didn't do enough damage on this end? I'm sorry, Brad. My bad, homie. Last thing I heard you was you was doing stuff. I heard you was doing stuff. I heard you was holding it down in the hood though. Note to self, we should actually play Final Fight 1. That's something I actually have planned, but I think I just told you I just had it planned. Congratulations. The other thing, the Barrel game from like every Street Fighter game is back in Pink Jury. So those are my colors. I had Pink Jury and Honeybee Cody. Hell no. Man, this bringing back some memories, dude. I'm sitting up here remembering the last time I played online. I had just moved in my little condo and shit. You know what I'm saying? And I was playing because, like, one of the reasons I honestly stopped playing was because I was trying to be a responsible adult, and it's like I had just got a decent little job or whatever, and I didn't really have a lot of time to really do anything, because that's why it was a long fucking drought, because part of it was I was preparing for real, like getting my mind together, because my son was about to be born, and it's like I was getting all extra serious and shit for no reason. But you know how that is. I didn't get it perfect. Ooh! You do it one more time. What the hell? You do it one more time. Ready? I don't think we should do pinwheel swing. Oh, we ain't getting a perfect on this either. Or that. Oh, these just for funsies now? These just for funsies and shit? I don't have a super. I had a super in barrel, but I had a super in the barrel mode and shit. I don't get a super in this? Kind of fucked up. Now I want to go hook up the Dreamcast and I want to go play Grandmaster Challenge, because that's the only. That's a lie. I can't even fucking tell that line shit, because that is not the only version of Super Turbo with a bonus game in it, and God, that sucks. It's like, because the other game, because that's Super Turbo Revival. Yeah, that's Super Turbo Revival. That is the only other Super Turbo game that I know of that has the bonus game in it. So let's go and get the fuck up out of here. I didn't do well. I have a feeling that we'll be back to this sooner than you think. And for some reason, my 360's acting weird with trying to save things. The one thing that I remember that I had a problem with this game was in vanilla, when you beat the game, you could like unlock the ending and shit. That was something that wasn't in this game. That shit made me so mad because there were things that I wanted to watch, you know what I'm saying, because I wanted to try to, you know, take notes and shit, and I don't want to have to fucking play arcade mode and beat arcade mode over and over and over again to see these things. But thanks to the glory of the internet and how much it's changed in the past damn near 6 years, if I want to see the ending for a motherfucking character in a video game, all you gotta do is type that shit in the Google search bar, and then boom, it pops up on YouTube and you can see it. I have no idea because of my limited use of playing Ultra if they added that back in, but I would hope they would. I hope they would. But other than that, ain't shit else changed for real, you know what I'm saying, about this. So, this is the roster for this video game that, you know, that is the vanilla version, because I'm going to tell y'all something on some real motherfucking rap. The thing I had to do to make sure that this review was authentic as possible was I had to go into the 360 thing and delete the cache and shit and get rid of the characters, because I think I had updated this version for it to be compatible with at least, I think, because if I'm remembering correctly, you can update this game all the way to where Ultra will sit, because they ain't updating Ultra no more. Just like you little niggas on the internet, they not updating Marvel. Even if Capcom was to go get the license back, they not finna update the damn game. I'm gonna say this while I got everybody's motherfucking attention. You little niggas do not understand how fucking far we've come. Because I'm finna give you a grandiose example of how far the game has come. There's this fighting game I love very, very much. You may have heard of it. It's called the King of Fighters 11, right? In the console version of King of Fighters 11, there is an option in the options menu to turn on a rebalance that fixes all the bullshit everybody says that's wrong with the game. Mainly coolest jumping C and a whole bunch of other shit, and what it does in trade, it makes characters like Clark like hella more super decent, and it actually gives Gut King some gangster shit. Do you want to know something though? Because of how shit used to be back in the day, was everything, in order for it to be fair across the board, was everything when it came to like playing games and tournaments and shit, was you played the game as you were in the arcade. So nobody has ever explored how different King of Fighters 11 would be if we played with the rebalance. Nobody plays SVC Chaos on Xbox, which is a complete utter rebalance of the game, and I think every home port of SVC Chaos is a rebalance of the arcade version. So it gets rid of most of the geese bullshit. It comes down to zero bullshit, but the nigga gets a buff. It's crazy. But the point I'm making is this: we live in a world when it comes to fighting games and shit, where you can sit up here and you can fucking stick out your mouth and say, I want an update for a game, and motherfuckers look at you like you just saying some everyday normal shit. That is where fighting games are right now. For a long time, things were what the fuck they was. Marvel 2, it took about 6.5 years of play for that game to get to 5 characters and Capcom on assist at high level. Do you want to know how long a nigga was playing Marvel 2? I was playing Marvel 2 when the internet was saying like Gaia was like top fucking tier, dog. That is the thing. That at one time it was a consensus that a character like Gaia was fucking damn near top tier at Marvel 2. But that shows how much games have grown. Going back to my point of King of Fighters 11 and shit, there was a point where Oswald was the worst character in the game because no one had any clue how to fucking do Joker. Once the streets figured out how to land Joker whenever the fuck you wanted to, that's when he shot up the top 3. And it was around that same time the streets figured out the G.O.D shit. Because before that, K-Dash was the best character in the game because K-Dash had a Danner Infinite and shit. Using Crobites and shit. Crobites in the kick and shit because he could fucking juggle you in the air, nigga, do the super Crobites and then knee you, and then do a tag and fucking get you and fucking put you in stun. That goes to show how much games have changed. And to completely talk about the game we're staring at right now. This game was getting content update after content update after content update, and the game was supported for 8 years. And we are talking about 8 years from the span of the day it came out of the arcades until, what, Tuesday morning? So the game has lasted for fucking damn near 8 years. If not 8 years, because I could pull up Google right now. You know what? Fuck it. I am going to pull up Google and we are going to find out when Street Fighter 4 came out in the arcade because I want to know. I want to know. So we finna go to motherfucking Wikipedia. We gonna go to Wikipedia and I'm finna go look at Street Fighter 4 and see what day it came out in arcades, or at least to see. Okay, according to Wikipedia, Street Fighter 4 came out in the arcade on July 18th, 2008. We got the game, what, 7 months later, because the game came out February 12th. It came out February 17th, my bad. It came out February 7th. It came out the 12th. It came out the 12th in Japan, the 17th over here, and the 20th in Europe. Think about that. It'll be damn near 17 years. It'll be not 17 years. It'll damn near be 7 years to the day when Street Fighter 5 come out for real in America. That it came out. That Street Fighter 4 Vanilla came out in America here. Because America is here. I don't know my motherfucker. The point I'm making, it's been a long motherfucking time. That's the point that I'm making for that ass. It's been a long motherfucking time. And it's like I said, this was the game I bought out on Vanilla AE. I bowed out because I was just like, I don't want to deal with this online bullshit no more. Something I said in the Tekken video that'll be up is that I wanted to compete at a certain level, but I could never find myself at that certain level. Combine that with all that fighting game community bullshit that I didn't want to be a part of and still try my best to not be a part of. It was just like, I don't want to play Street Fighter 4 because it's boring. And I'm like, King of Fighters 12 it came out and it was But you know what? But it was add-in, but I love that game now. I love that game for its uniqueness. I'm like, I would play that right now if you fucking let me. If I knew I could play that motherfucker and play that motherfucker with somebody, I would. And if I know one person who might, what two people that if I asked them like, yo, I want to play some King of Fighters 12, fuck with you, boy, they might. And those people, shout out to my little homie Proto Cloud, shout out to my big brother Daily Ray Meal. 2 people that if I'm like, yo, I want to play King of Fighters 12 on some bullshit, fuck with me. I know Proto Cloud, he don't have an Xbox 360 anymore or Xbox Live, and mine's about to run the fuck out, and you know, Deadly, he too busy bodying niggas in fucking Bloody Roar Primal Fury to care, but I could ask his ass. But the point is, like I'm saying, it's like, this is where I bowed the fuck out. Because it was all that old fighting game bullshit combined with, I am about to be a father and I'm about to start a new life and I was taking things a little extra seriously and blah 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 and so on and so forth. I sit up here and wonder sometimes what the fuck it was that I missed. Because again, like I said, because of where I live, is that I made the mistake of not, being a part of my local community. Because I honestly think that if I was a part of my local community, it would have made a bunch of fucking difference. But about how I approach things when it comes to fighting games. Because for a long time, and I've told this story too, is that I was a grinding ass nigga. I stayed in the lab because it was all I had. Because for a while, because we're going to take this back to about 2003. And we'll do that. 2003 was when I started going to my local arcade, and I started working there a couple of years later. But that's when I started going to my local arcade, and I met a dude named Red. And he was the dude that got me into Marvel 2. He taught me all the basics of the shit that I needed to know. I need my screen back. No, I don't want Guile. Put it back on Sexy Jury. Thank you. Is that, like I said, it's that 2003, the homie Red, I learned how to play Marvel for him. I learned everything I needed. I remember, I think at that point, I had already bought Marvel on PS2. and knowing that 13 years later, that's not a version you should ever play Marvel on. The only version of Marvel you should ever play is the Dreamcast version. The only version of Marvel you should play is the US Dreamcast version. As far as I'm concerned, don't no other version of Marvel exist. And if a motherfucker tell you another version of Marvel exists that you should play competitively on, they're a motherfucking lie. Shout out to the MVC2 custom mix crew on Facebook. I need to get me a custom mix. I saw a Colossus Juggernaut color that I want in my mix and shit. And honestly, I'm gonna sit up here and sell y'all since I'm just sitting up here just drowning on and talking. The mix I want is, shout out to the homeboy Wizzy Whippin' Wonderful. That's my focus right there. He did like a remix of the whole Marvel 2 soundtrack. I want to get a mix with some hot colors, and I want the songs to be based. I want all his remixes on that shit. That is my dream mix. And I keep forgetting to like sit down and like try to rap with the nigga and see if he can get me like some high quality MP3s and I can get that shit cut by somebody. Cause yo, I will play the fuck out that mix though. But back to my fucking point though. Back to my point. 2003, I was playing Marvel real hard. And that was the game that I learned to get in the lab with. Because we've talked about this before. Street Fighter EX2 and to even a larger degree Alpha 3 were the two games that I learned to actually play Street Fighter correctly on. Is that I learned the basics from Alpha 3 and I learned the more experienced shit from EX2 because that game expects you to know that shit, and the expert mode is good enough to understand like how shit works and why things are supposed to be things, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Years and years of learning how to properly study, because one of the things that I will sit up here and admit on wax, I owe Seth Killian a giant fucking thank you for one of the articles he wrote on SRK years ago about how to watch back replays and analyze what you're watching. I'm taking that a step further. And I have learned to analyze my own play while it's going on. Because of at the high level that I think about playing fighting games at, is that I fucking understand why the fuck I be getting my ass beat. Because I do dumb shit. On purpose. Like I've been playing a lot of Tekken Revolution, as you guys know, and it's like a lot of these bad fucking habits creep the fuck up on me, and it's like, why the fuck am I trying to punish somebody with a throw when throws can be countered in a whole bunch of ways? You get counter hit when you get hit from a throw, and on top of that, throws can be broken. Horrible bad fucking habits, I will tell you. But I'm getting better. But it's like, when I think about this game, and where the fuck my mind was at, was like I said, I played a lot of G.O.D and I played a lot more Jury. Because I dropped Ken because it's like Mr. Masters, da 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 da. The last thing I remember about playing Super Street Fighter 4 was playing Jury online. And this dude was lagging and I got beat and I was like, no more. It was internet laggy city, and part of that might have been my fault because your boy was rocking that DSL and shit, and DSL is ass. It is. It's what Gutex and Mike Ross would call that Fisher Price internet. I'm gonna be 100 with you. That's what it is. Let's not pretend that it's not that, because it is. Is that I honestly felt, and that was one of the other reasons why I stopped playing online, because I felt that my internet play was polluting online for people who wanted to use the medium to be better. Because how am I helping myself and helping my opponent when my internet ass is fuck? That's how I thought, and it was like, now that I got some good internet, it's been so long since I didn't gave a fuck about playing the game, is that I don't care no more. Is that all the fuck I care about now when I get in the lab? It's discoveries and figuring out what the fuck it is to do. Why the fuck do you think the promise for Kamen Rider Super Climax Heroes exist? They exist simply because, well, actually for multiple reasons. They exist, number one, mainly because somebody has to do it. And Cash was doing it, but they wasn't doing it like I was doing it. And people was getting mad because my video is like 30-40 minutes long, where you can summarize everything you want to say in 30 seconds, and no, that's not how it works. Because I was learned to teach the way you want to be taught. I want somebody to tell me every single motherfucking thing that matters, that's important, so I can figure the rest out. Speaking of, shout out to the homie Sleep Mode, who he got a little crew. They over there dissecting and fuck out that game more than I could ever do on my own. And if they listening, man, good job on y'all. Because it was shit that I was looking at in his videos, and it was like I was like doing my lab work in a way that wasn't conductive enough to present the correct information, even though the correct information was being presented. So I went back and looked at a lot of this shit, and I'm just like, oh damn. You know what I'm saying? Like, the fuck? You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. The other reason was simply because is that I got heavy into Climax Heroes simply because I was trying to rebel against the system. Because I was trying to sit up here and honestly have Kamen Rider, have the Super Climax Heroes series looked at as a serious fighting game. I fought very hard, and I mean this, for the time that Climax Heroes was on the front page of SRK, to get Keith to post that shit. Because that was something that I believed in. That was something that I believed in enough that this game deserves some shine, that maybe it's a cross section of people that want to know more about this game, and then, once you can go read the article, if it still exists, about how dismissive Keith was about the game, and it was like, I knew what I had to do. And I took that, and I didn't take it as a slight or as a diss by Keith. I just took it as he completely misunderstood what the fuck was going on, and I accepted it as such, and was like, well, I'm gonna do it how the fuck I want to do it. Then came the birthday. Then sometime, down the line, the birthday video came out, and then I did the Switches video with Forza, and then the Promise series came from that, and I was glad I was able to get the Promise series the way that I wanted. But it still ain't the way that I wanted, and I still have room to improve and practice on this shit. I've sat up here and been talking for like down there 20 minutes about everything except this fucking character select screen, and it's crazy. Because again, there is not a lot to really say about this video game other then I think the lesbian Korean Taekwondo girl is an amazing character design. I have no idea what this character, and this character are even doing in the damn game canonically. He's supposed to be dead, but he alive and it's cool or whatever. I would bang his wife and his daughters in an orgy. I'm just letting you know that live on the motherfucking internet. I think he was supposed to be in Vanilla. So was he. We know he was. We know he was supposed to be too. And he just here. You know what I'm saying? This is this video game to me. I'm not being dismissive or assholish about the game on purpose. It's just that, like I said, I am so dismissed from Street Fighter 4. It's crazy. And I think that's the reason why you are going to see videos about Arcade Edition and Ultra. Because you are going to learn how dismissed I am from this. I wish I would have played more Street Fighter Cross Tech, but I didn't. But I'm going to change that. But like I said, I am so dismissed from this game, it ain't funny. Like, if you go back, and I challenge you to go back, to go watch the 365 days later video about Street Fighter 4. That was a different me. Because that me played Street Fighter 4 all day, every chance he got to get. That me was the me who took off 3 days off work because they wasn't going to pay him for the days he was going to take off work. So it was either take off the days to play Street Fighter 4 and not be paid for these vacation days for this job you work at. The point is, the farther we get to Ultra, the more I dismissed I am. Like I said earlier, I don't know shit about the twins or Evil Ryu or Oni that I haven't seen in a video that don't feature Gootecks or Mike Ross in it. That's how dismissed I am from this game, because for a long time, the only way I was interacting with Street Fighter was watching the excellent adventures of Gootecks and Mike Ross. And still, because I'm a fan of them in a show. That is how I figure out what the fuck going on in Street Fighter. It's watching them every Sunday. That's how I get it. And I'm not gonna stunt and be lying and shit like I don't watch them niggas. No, I watch them niggas. I ain't gonna lie. But as far as me playing with this controller I done had since Street Fighter 4 came out, because I still got the same old Street Fighter 4 controller. I don't play a lot of Street Fighter. I remember after my gamer tag got banned and shit, and I was on this motherfucking rampage to try to get all my gamer score points back, I played a whole bunch of vanilla and a little bit of super for like 5 or 10 minutes, and then was like, I don't want to do this no more because I don't really see the point. Because again, back to my main point, I want to compete in fighting games at a certain level. And I am sitting up here trying to figure out what's the point. What's the point of the work and all of that for a non-guarantee? You could be, well, it's for the fun. I'm a person who don't have fun when he lose. When I know, because it's like, I know when I be getting my ass beat, why the fuck a nigga be getting his ass beat? And I have to respect that I know that information. That I'm getting my ass beat because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. And for a long time, that's why I was getting hung the fuck up at. Like, I remember in 2009, how before I had lost the job I was working at, over some bullshit, was I had money saved up. The hotel booked, the flight ready, all of this to go to Evo. I had already made the plans. Shout out to my big brother B-Mac. Me and him was going to switch the days so that I could leave on Thursday when I was off. I was going to take off that Friday. Me and him was going to, we had switch days. You know what I'm saying? So that I could work a certain, or I could, let me see, because I was gonna work his Tuesday for my Thursday, and I was gonna leave because it was cheaper to go to stay in Vegas an extra day. It was cheaper to fly out there, stay in Vegas an extra day than leave on Friday morning. So we were supposed, me and my baby mama, we were supposed to leave Thursday and stay all the way, and I was supposed to come back on like Tuesday or some shit. And then it didn't happen, and I was mad because I wanted to go to Evo so bad because I was that person, and it's like, and that's something that's left me too. Every game for me was grand finals on the biggest stage, because that's how much competing meant to me. And then it just stopped meaning shit. I used to make excuses that it stopped meaning shit because of my personal issues with how shit is done in the FGC. It's not that. A lot of it stemmed from that shit, but that's not true. It was that I had to come to the point to understand that I can't compete at a level that satisfies me. So it then became a thing of those who can't teach. And I honestly look at my body of work, and I know that I am a better teacher than I will ever be a player. And I'm man enough to admit that shit on motherfucking wax on this video, that I'm a better teacher than I ever will be a player. Ever. I can sit up here and practice forever. But the thing is, I love sharing knowledge with y'all. I love getting on these videos, sharing what I've learned. Why do you think the crew come out every week? Why do you think that in a heated rush, I am sitting up here and gobbling all the Street Fighter 5 information I can, so I can finish something else supposed to be done a month ago? Because studying and educating myself and then regurgitating that information for people to see what I've learned, because that is, when I sit up here and think about it, it's what every video I've ever made represents, even when I didn't know that's what the fuck it represented. Everything I do is proof of theory. Everything I have ever done, when I look back at it, even the funny dumb shit, is proof of theory. Because even in proof of theory and the dumb shit, the proven theory is you said I couldn't do it. I did the shit. Hold this L. If you look back at every video, everything is proof of theory of something. Because again, and I will admit this on motherfucking wax, I am a better educator than I'm a better educator than I ever will be a player. But I will always be a student first. Because I'm a student first and I'm an educator second. Because you can't sit on the motherfucking throne and say you ain't got shit left to learn. Because it's the second when you say you ain't got shit left to learn is when you fail. So I never ever want to get comfortable enough to think it ain't something new that I can learn, or there isn't another way that I can look at it. And that's what it is, man. That's what the fuck it is for me. I wish I would have played more of this game. I wish I wouldn't have given up on it and stuff like that. But I did do all of those things. And there's a part of me that knows that I'm better for it. Because I'm better for it because before the new game come out, I can get on the motherfucking internet and admit on wax that I was wrong. I was wrong about Advanced Guardian Heroes. I'm wrong about this. Hell, I was semi-wrong about Streets of Rage 3. Well, Bare Knuckle 3, because Streets of Rage 3 is still a very fucked up version of a game that's halfway decent. And I learned that through the videos that me and Jay just made. That Bare Knuckle 3 is a better game than I ever give it credit for. That a lot of the reasons why I love Streets of Rage 2 is nostalgia and years of playing it. But Bare Knuckle 3 has plenty to offer, and in some cases it's a better game than Streets of Rage 2. But in other places it's like, I'd rather play Streets of Rage 2 because hell, this morning on Gab there was a question like, what's the better game? Revenge of Shinobi, Shinobi 3, or Shadow Dancer? I take the arcade version of Shadow Dancer over the Genesis version, with the Genesis version hot. You sit Revenge or 3 in front of me, I'm going to always play Revenge because I have a nostalgia for Revenge in a way I don't have a nostalgia for a lot of Sega games, because if we finna go top 3 Sega games and I'm just sitting there shooting the shit, child. Streets of Rage 2, Gunstar Heroes, Revenge of Shinobi, in that order. Comic Zone floating in that top 5 somewhere. Alien Soldier, maybe, you know what I'm saying? It's a tie for something. But Streets of Rage, Gunstar Heroes, Revenge of Shinobi. Shinobi 3 is a better game mechanically than Revenge of Shinobi, and I will admit that. However, I'd rather play Revenge of Shinobi because I love that game something. But see, that's the point of this whole video. It's because I'm on this motherfucking video admitting on wax that I've been wrong. I've been wrong about a lot of shit. That my way of thinking has been fucked up and shit like that. Because if we sit up here and admit the shit, I'm finna admit this shit on wax. I don't like King of Fighters 13. I think it's a bad game. Not because it's a bad game because it's a bad game, but because it's a game devoid of any originality. And I was on Gap posting and shit, making excuses about why I didn't like it. But I came to a point to understand when I played why I don't like it. Because it's just King of Fighters 2002 shit. And if I want to play KOF 2002, I'll play that shit. But I don't like that game either, because I'd rather play King of Fighters 11, which honestly, in my motherfucking honest view, has a lot in common with that shit. But it's just something special about KOF 11 that I can overlook some of the 2002 iniquities and shit for the awesome fucking multi-shift system. See? I'm getting all this shit off my motherfucking chest, and I feel good. I feel fucking good that we are having this one-sided internet conversation about all of these things and all this history and shit that has nothing to do with this game that I'm allegedly supposed to review. Because again, I can't review a fucking video game I don't know enough about it to fucking review. This game was just used as a backdrop for me to spend how much motherfucking time? Let me look on the recording apparatus. We've been at this for fucking 43 minutes. And I've spent like damn near this whole time doing everything but talking about this game. Everything but talk about this video game is what I've done. Everything I ain't done nothing but talk about this game, and I ain't even done that. I done told y'all stories about how a nigga that came up, about why shit ended the way it did. I done talked about KOF and rebalances and shit, and how you shouldn't be begging for Marvel rebalances, but we not gonna get Swagnito back, and a whole bunch of other shit. And I haven't done much talking outside this game other than maybe the first 7 or 8 minutes. That should be a point proven. That should be a point proven. Real motherfucking rap. I'm getting older, I'm getting more wiser, and I can admit that shit is the way it is, man. I don't want anything that I've spent the time saying to take away that Super Street Fighter 4 was an awesome game, and it's like I said at the beginning of the video, one of the things I did before I start recording was I watched that Rex Swagtastic Voyage video because I wanted to see where the fuck I was at back in 2010 when this game came out. And I was an excited nigga because I remember shit that happened. I remember I was doing this little work at home gig. I was playing Super Street Fighter 4 online while I'm up here talking to customers, dog. That's how much I was playing this motherfucking game. And yes, for the record, I read the comments on this video. Yeah, Jay, and we ended up playing Left 4 Dead, and I had way more fun playing Left 4 Dead than I did this shit. And I wish we could play Left 4 Dead now, but everybody but me on the new shit. So even if I'm like, we tried to get together. I think after the E3 2014 video, we tried to get together on this shit, and it just didn't happen because I think Jay fell asleep. and we didn't do it. But I'm like, one of these days, man, because if these plans I got work out, I'll be able to do those things. And you know, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what the future has to offer. Whether that's in whatever the fuck I play next, with Street Fighter 5 coming out on Tuesday, what's going on with me personally, I'm looking forward to it. Because we have our good days, our bad days, our ups and our downs and shit, but every day you are given an opportunity to breathe with another chance to make it better for yourself and better for those who you care about, and that's all I'm about. Because like I said before, and I will say it again and again and again, you people are not the end user. That's for my little man. Because when he get up, when he grow up and I'm long gone, this is what he gonna have left for me. All these stories I got to tell about who his daddy was and what it's about. I do want to say this, however, just for the record, I just want to let y'all know this shit don't wax. Even though I make these things now as a time capsule for my son, that does not mean in any way that I don't appreciate each and every single one of y'all that fuck with your boy. And I know y'all by name. When I see y'all comment, I see the same motherfuckers comment on my shit all the time. And it's like it's been in various videos I show y'all love because I appreciate it. So shout out to all my YouTube fans that show me love. Shout out to all my Twitter people. Even though people don't show me love on Twitter all too much, actually except the homeboy's son, he always showing me love. So shout out to him. You know what I'm saying? You know, shout out to Chubb. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I could go to YouTube right now, but I'm like, I don't feel like reaching for the keyboard. But motherfuckers who done fuck with your boy and stay fucking with your boy for years, y'all know who the fuck y'all are, and y'all always show me love. I'm like, shit, when I think about it, shit. Shout out to Jay. That's my nigga, you know what I'm saying? That's my big brother, you know what I'm saying? He is my right hand man, dog. I'm like, he done bailed me out of more jams than you can count. And I can say the same thing about Evil Freak, you know what I'm saying? And to a lesser extent, Steve O, but he's still my nigga, you know what I'm saying? Show me love, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my family, you know what I'm saying? Like I said on the second video, man, my aunt Auntie Pan celebrated her birthday today. My aunt Trish doing hers today. They having a big old party and shit. I didn't go because I have to make these videos because I got to get this bread, baby. So we got to do that. I'm like, shout out to her. You know who you are, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it ain't you, but it's probably you, but shout out to Ice Queen Zero. I'm going to say her name on wax, man. That's my girl, you know what I'm saying? She always been holding a nigga down, you know what I'm saying? That's family, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, it's some other family members. I ain't going to say your name because y'all ain't put enough work in yet to get these humongous shout outs from your boy. But I see you. And when you start, you know, you start fucking with the gang more, you know what I'm saying? You can get this love. So shout out to everybody. Shout out to my Facebook fam. My Facebook fam always show me love because all I do is post etchy pictures for y'all to do your thing on. So, you know, I do that for y'all. You know what I'm saying? I do that for y'all. I hold y'all down. Look. Let's go ahead and let's just put it into this and actually take a minute or something to actually talk about the game I was supposed to review, but end up just sitting down and telling old man stories. From what I remember about playing Super Street Fighter 4, I love the fuck out this game. I love the fuck out of me some Juri Han. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, she's an awesome character design. Shout out to Jessica Strauss. She's an amazing voice actress who brought this character to life. I'm like, I like crazy chick. Shout out to AJ Lee, even though you're not wrestling no more. I like that. Less to an extent of Khan, you know what I'm saying? Google whatever, but you know what I'm saying? You know, Turkish oil wrestling is not a nigga's thing. We just gonna say that. I'm like, Cody was a beast. Guy was awesome. It was good to see. It was good to see DJ and Hawk and Adon, you know what I'm saying? You know, all coming back and, you know, being part of the cast. And then we gonna add, let me see. 1, 2. We've, like, in between the next 2 games that I'm gonna take a look at, and whatever point I look at, we gonna add 9 new characters. Because what you got, the twins, Evil Ryu Oni, Poison Elena, Hugo, Rolento, yeah, no, actually 8. Because let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 38 characters, right? And you end up with 45. Well, hold up. Actually, we can see how many characters Ultra Street Fighter 4 has because I want to know. Let me see. Because, okay. Are you going to tell me how many characters in the... And the Cap Ray. Because everybody forgets the Cap Ray because of the Cap Ray. So it was Rolento, Elena, Hugo Poison, and the Cap Ray. So we got 36, so 45 characters when we get said and done. And I heard somebody complaining about Street Fighter 516. It was what? How many characters was in Street? I'm trying to think how many characters was in Street Fighter 4. Like the arcade version of Street Fighter 4. So let me see. 1, 2, 3. So, because I'm actually finna read this straight off Wikipedia. Abel, Viper, Rufus, El Fuerte, Goken, and Seth, Ryu, Ken, Shun, Honda, Blanca, Geese, Gal, Sim, Boxer, Claw, the Tiger, and Dictator, and Akuma. So that's what? 16. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14. So, because let me do them different math. The 8 World War, okay, 18, no, 17. Because you got the 8 World Warriors, the 4 Kings, and the Kuma. That's 13. And then you got Abel, Crimson Viper, Rufus, and El Fuerte. That's 17. And then they added Seth and then Goken. So that's 19. So when we got the game at home, it was 19 characters. No, actually, and then they added what? Cammy. They added Cammy, Fei Long, Gin, and Sakura. So it was like 21 characters and shit. Actually, according to it, at 25, because I forgot about Dan on motherfucking ass. Dan and Rose. So 25 characters when we got the game, and it was like what? 16 in arcade, so, and then we got another 6 coming, so it's gonna be 22 after Evo. It's gonna be 22 characters in Street Fighter 5 after Evo, and who knows what's gonna happen after that. Look, I don't have anything else left to honestly say. This is an amazing fighting game, regardless of what I played it or not, and I can respect that the game has evolved, and we will be able to take a look at that evolution when we take a look at Arcade Edition version 2012, because there's no reason not to take a look at our AE 2012, because that's how shit work. And then we'll take a look at Ultra, and then, and some other Street Fighter related things I got planned for later in the week, so be watching for those things. How about that? Right now? I want to thank y'all for kicking it with me for another 50-something minutes and hearing me blab on and on and on, but I want to document these things, and documenting this information and documenting what the fuck I done been through all these years and all this bullshit a nigga done been through. It's important. Not only for my son to hear it as not only to hear it as a part of a time capsule of who his daddy was, but for y'all to hopefully take some cautionary tales from a nigga who done been there and done it. You know what I'm saying? Cause I can go back and listen to this shit and I sit up and watch old shit and wonder where the fuck was my head at? And this will be another video that in a couple of years I'm gonna wonder where the fucking nigga head was when I was sitting up here talking about all the motherfucking shit a nigga that been through. But that's that. Thank y'all for joining me for another special episode. Well, technically, this ain't even a special episode of episode 0 because it's probably just going to be posted as episodes, as an entry 0 as a review of this game because I technically did review it, kind of sort of. It's a functioning fighting game that works. You should play it maybe if you... There you go. My seal of fucking approval. We got a lot more things to go on this road to Street Fighter 5 and after they come out, and I have plans, so... Just be ready to watch for whatever the fuck come out when it come out. With that being said, I am of course the one and the only, the G.O.D. Oh, wait a minute. That's better. Let me try that again. Once again, I'd like y'all to thank you for kicking with your boy on your favorite YouTube show, that show called Diary Game War. Of course, I am the one and the only, the triple, the G.O.D. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. Thank you for kicking it with your boy. I had to put it back on Drew, you know what I'm saying? Rose, you know what I'm saying? If you in the MILF, you know what I'm saying? That's your thing. But you in a single mom MILF, we got that, you know what I'm saying? Because that tie just sit right in between those titties. I can respect that. I can respect that. I can respect a woman who wears a leotard to a street fight. I could even respect someone who's supposed to be 21 years old at this juncture in Cannon wearing a schoolgirl outfit because, you know, it makes me feel comfortable while I street fight. Maybe I just want to pull a knife on a nigga because I just want to shank a motherfucker because niggas shouldn't be fucking with me. If I want to be a ninja and wear a motherfucking Converse, nigga, who the fuck are you to tell me that I can't wear Converse, nigga? Who the fuck are you to tell me? Mexican wrestlers. Rainbow Mika Nakawa does it better. Oh, and if I'm gonna make this point, what are y'all doing in this game? I don't know how many times I had to explain to niggas on the internet that their inclusion in this game is non-canon. Because, you know, they wouldn't even be old enough to street fight yet, but whatever. Them dies though. That dead nigga though. This other supposed to be allegedly dead nigga though. Or you're wrestling because, you know, that's just how niggas get down, I guess. I don't know. I'm done for real. I'm done fucking with y'all, man. Thank you for kicking it with your boy for damn near an hour. The second video will be up at some point. The cool will be up, man. Be watching for the rest of the updates for the Pocket Change article for Street Fighter 5. I will have that done by Tuesday morning so you can have all my in-depth and look and all that information that I've absorbed and doing all that. Because like I said through this whole video, I love nothing more to educate because I love being a student. And that's what it is. But that's it. I'm out of here. I am, of course, and this is for real because we gone this time. I'm, of course, the one and the only, the triple, the G.O.D. And, of course, this is your favorite YouTube show. That show we've lovingly called around here since 2009 when I stood outside. Well, actually, I didn't get the name until my BM gave it to me and I used it on the first video because it was still under the banner of what? What was the banner of? It was, let me see. Actually, we can start off for a little bit. Let me see. What would be the way to search for that? Hold up. What would be the way to search for that? Actually, we go to playlist, and then I can go to playlist real quick, and I'm gonna get y'all the fuck out of there because I want to know. Because the nigga want to know. Nigga want to know because I should remember this off the top of my head because I think it was Savage Minds Entertainment present shit. And then they later became renamed Entry Zeros on the backup page because I'm a smart genius or whatever. Because I thought that was the thing I was supposed to do. But we're actually going to take a look at this real quick just for history's sake. Because I want to know. I was still going under the Grimy Vision banner. Grimy Vision. Grimy Vision presents Street Fighter 4, a Rex Soprano retrospective and opening review. Holy shit. And then after that, when I did the first video was actually the King of Fighter 2002 review and shit for Ultimate Match and shit, and that's where I got the idea. My being was like, you need a snappy name for your shit, and it's like you treat games like you a game whore because you play games and then when you done you just throw them away and throw them to the side. That is where Diary of a Game Whore came from. And if people's like, why do you call it me? Because I'm like, what nobody else finna call this shit Diary of a Game Whore, dog? What nobody else finna do that shit? Nobody was that motherfucking courageous to be like, I'm gonna call my shit Diary of a Game Whore, dog. That's why I did it, because I did it because I wasn't no motherfucking try to steal it or ape it. Because, nigga, I'm like, and I just rolled that shit. I just rolled that shit to the motherfucking wind. I am looking at this picture of me right now in this hoodie outside the GameStop, dog. This shit is hilarious. This shit is hilarious, dude. Oh my god, man. This is a fucking trip. Look, it's been an hour. I just stalled out long enough, man. I might have to do something with this. Might have to take a look at these old videos, man. And I might not keep that to myself. Not even gonna say that on wax. Look, for the final, for real, this time, I'm gone. Thank you guys for kicking it with me for an hour, man. And Arcade Edition is next, so we'll be taking a look at that. And that view will probably be, what, 2 minutes long, because I ain't played the shit. We'll just talk about the twins and fucking Evil Ryu and Oni and just be done and go about our way. Look, I'm done for real this time. You know who I is. You know who I is, you know. Because if you ain't know, what the fuck are you doing? But you finna learn right now who the fuck I is. I am the one and the only, the G.O.D. And of course, this is your favorite YouTube show. That show we lovingly have called around here since 2009. Diary of a Game Whore. I will holler at you guys next time, man. Peace out.